Good afternoon, guys. Just got in from doing some work outside. Let's go ahead and dig into some of the news here. So President Trump lost 1.1 billion while in his presidency. Obama, on the other hand, made millions. Hmm. So you have one losing over $1 billion, and then you have another one who's making millions, if not more. I mean, that's just what we know. I mean, what about those secret accounts that nobody gets to see? And what the media portrayed Trump as was the complete opposite. Yeah. They tried to portray him as making billions from the. No, he did not make billions. He lost over $1 billion. And then Joe Biden, he says no amendment to the Constitution is absolute. As far as these Democrats go, everything's on the table. If it destroys the country, it's on the table and probably will be done. They are in such a hurry to get everything done. They don't know what Trump is going to do. They don't know what the military is going to do. They don't know when everything is going to come falling down around their ears. They have no idea what's going on. They're like a bowl in a china shop. They're just moving forward with anything and everything. And then there's Hillary, which we've been told she's not alive. But whether she is or not, it says here that she says preserve filibuster or minority voting rights. We can't do both. And so is this really her, or is it an actor? Same way with Biden. We know that Biden is not in the White House. We know that. Moving on to Congressman. Says Fauci needs to explain taxpayer cash sent to Wuhan lab. There's a great deal that he needs to explain. He's not going to explain anything for a while. But he will be. He will. And then moving on to NFL player Philip Adams. He was the gunman in South Carolina mass shooting that killed 5, including 2 children. They don't know yet why he did what he did. If they do, they're not saying. It says the gunman who killed 5 people, including a prominent doctor in South Carolina, was former NFL player Philip Adams, who killed himself early Thursday, according to a source who was briefed on the investigation. The source, who spoke on condition of anonymity because he wasn't authorized to speak publicly, said Adams' parents lived near the doctor's home in Rock Hill, and that he had been treated by the doctor. The source said Adams killed himself after midnight with a .45 caliber weapon. And who knows what got into him. He was 32 years of age, and the authorities confirmed he died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. And it says Dr. Robert Leslie, 70 years of age, and his wife Barbara Leslie, 69, were pronounced dead at the scene, along with grandchildren Ada Leslie, 9, Noah Leslie, 5, and New York County Coroner's Office, said the New York County Coroner's Office. May they all rest in peace. Wow, my thoughts and prayers go out to those friends and family of theirs. What a horrible thing. What would ever drive a guy to do that is beyond me. And then let's go to Breitbart here. So Emperor Biden, Joe issues executive gun controls to fight crime epidemic in USA. An epidemic that, oh, by the way, the Democrats have created. No amendment to the Constitution, he says, is absolute. Well, those have to be chilling words for a lot of people. And then 7 awkward moments. Just 7? Really? Just 7? Come on. It says gun crime epidemic in USA. Enough prayers, time for some action. Yeah, forget those prayers. Yeah, just forget them. Yeah, we're going to take all the guns from the good people. We'll only leave the bad people with them. And then CNN said, far short of campaign promises. I've said for a long time that these people are nut jobs. I think they're proving me correct every day. And then West Virginia AG threatens to sue. Let's see here. So West Virginia Attorney General Patrick Morrisey has threatened to sue the Biden administration after Joe Biden unveiled a series of gun control orders on Thursday. Good. Good. You know, there's a whole lot here. There is so much. I mean, they are reaching like no one has ever reached before that we've ever seen. Let's see what else here. ATF nominee outed as Blue Anon conspiracy nut. Portland City Council approves $1.4 million for unarmed patrols to combat gun violence. Oh, that'll help a lot. Massachusetts governor says no to the vaccine passports. Migrant apprehensions jump 72% in month, up 450% from last March. By the way, when I talk with one of my friends from Massachusetts, he says that things are changing up there. People are changing. And the business people are beginning to get together. And I want to go back to the migrant apprehensions. They jumped 72% a month. This is really angering a lot of people. And then Facebook has no plans to warn 500 million users affected by data leak. Why should they? You know, hey, he's king of the mountain as far as he's concerned. Venezuela's Maduro admits evading Facebook ban with wife's account. Neck becomes a neck area for prosecution. Media in George Floyd trial. Katie Hill lawsuit versus Daily Mail over revenge porn tossed out. Fox News hires Mike Pompeo as contributor. Fox News, all of a sudden, they're starting to turn back to the right. I wonder why. Iran blames U.S. for coronavirus vaccine failure. Joe Manchin reiterates opposition to nuking filibuster. France, deportations at standstill due to coronavirus pandemic. And then big rig, all of Europe, they've had it with the immigrants. They had it a long time ago. Big rig driver blocks murder suspect's vehicle during police pursuit. And there are times when we can get involved and help the police out. And by the way, to the police, many of them are beginning to realize they do not want to be on our bad side. Video, New York City Popeyes customers pummel man with wet floor sign. It says here, 2 irate Popeyes customers in New York City allegedly battered a man with a wet floor sign after a verbal dispute, according to a video of the incident. The video showed the 24-year-old victim inside the Bronx fast food joint around 10:20 p.m. on Saturday, having a dispute with a woman who was next in line. And so, anyway, after the dispute, the woman, who was wearing a long black wig, a dark-colored coat, and sunglasses, appeared in the video talking to another man. That man, dressed in all red, then allegedly punched the victim in the head. The video then showed both suspects beating up the victim as employees dove over the counter to break up the brawl. The brawl then moved further away from the counter, where the woman could be seen hitting the victim with a wet floor sign. The suspects then allegedly took $150 from the victim before fleeing the scene, the New York Post reported. The woman came back to the Popeyes without her coat and wig to pick up her to-go order before taking off with the other suspect in a black 4-door sedan. The victim suffered a cut above his right eye and swelling pain to his head. He was transported to St. Barnabas Hospital in stable condition. Both suspects are still at large. This is not the first time a brawl has broken out at a Popeyes. You know, not the first time for a whole lot of things when it comes to brawls in New York City. That's for damn sure. Yeah, that's an everyday thing, you know. And let's see here, the big rig. This was in Southern California. It says suspect wanted in connection to a murder led officers on a chase Tuesday across Southern California, but a truck driver decided to help in the pursuit. Big rig driver Ahmad Shaban attempted to end the chase by blocking the pickup truck's path. He explained he knew a murder suspect was involved, so he tracked the driver and maneuvered his rig so the suspect's truck would crash into it near a Pomona intersection. I just thought to get him off the street, because if I didn't, if they'd been behind him for that long and didn't stop him, I have the power. Prior to the crash, Riverside County Sheriff's Department had been looking for a suspect, but when deputies tried to contact the man, he reportedly attacked the deputy and took off in a pickup truck. And anyway, it says the aerial video footage showed the moment the suspect's pickup truck rammed into the Shaban's big rig as multiple law enforcement vehicles approached from behind. He says, "It's instinct for me. It's natural for me," he said of his actions. "I was waiting for him. I was trying to see where he's at exactly so I could pinpoint him, and then I blocked him." And anyway, good for him. That is all for now. God bless you. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, guys.